And we are live, right? Yes, we are live. Hello, everybody. We got Hooks and Hammond, Chris and Telly in there. I'm going to unmute Roger. He's in a lot of wind. Well, I say I am. There we go. Finally, say hello, Roger. I had you muted while that woman came in.
What's up,
Back in there also. They are all. Uh-oh. That wind's so loud we can't hear you, Roger. I'm gonna have to mute you. I'm gonna mute them for a little bit, guys. They are still on Tennessee River, and she is whooping on them out there.
Yeah, the wind is horrible out here.
Yeah, Chris and Telly's above the dam, and River Warriors are below the dam. But Chris and Telly had to actually get off the main part of the river because he said there's like 4-foot rollers out there. So
yep,
they're tucked in behind a point over there, close to the campground where we all met at. So. Have you? How's your luck been going this week? I know that you didn't catch any big ones, but as far as numbers and average and stuff like that, how's it been working for you, Chris?
Well, today was not very good for us. We've caught one fish today.
Wow.
But the rest of this weekend was amazing.
Yes, it was. Our biggest was like 30.
We had one that was about 30 pounds. Everything else was in the 20s and below. But we caught, I don't even know, Daryl. I don't know how many, a lot. That's all I can say. We caught a lot of fish.
Yeah. Sometimes it's just a bunch of numbers, and sometimes it's just a few big ones. You just never know out there on that river. But that's the great thing when you get out there. Is you just never know what you're going to hook into.
Yeah, we did a live stream 2 nights ago, and in 30 minutes we had 2 double ups. We had 6 fish in the boat. Actually, we had 8 fish in the boat in 35 minutes.
Yep.
And I could see them from the bank. they were fishing right in front of me. And I'm out there trying to get stuff for the gather, and I'm watching them fish. We actually seen y'all reel one in when you got down to the lowest part. Yeah, when you got down to the lowest part of that flat where y'all were fishing.
Right.
Okay.
So that was fun. Let me give some shout outs to the chat. Say hello to everybody out there. We've got 42 people in here. That's awesome. Hey, Todd, how you doing? Thank you for coming in. Catfish Fever and Outdoors. Glad to see you, and glad you had a great time. That's awesome. Joe Ziegler, howdy. Well, I want to read this one. I hate to see this. Rob Fox said, "Good evening, Sucks. We were supposed to be there to the meet and greet with you guys, but we're still at the hotel, broke down in Kentucky, and waiting on our brother from Ohio to rescue us." So,
hey, Daryl, Freddie and Nina are in the basement.
Oh, yeah, but do we want to put them there? Oh, Lord.
What's up, Daryl?
Hey, buddy. I was just reading people that's gathered in here, and we'll get back at it, man. Let me get all this going here. I say Rob had a broke down, or he'd have been there, but he's getting rescued by his brother, so that's a good thing. He said he's taking that Dodge truck to the junkyard and getting him something different. Hey, Woody, what's up, buddy? Joe Johnson, what's up? Brian B, how you doing? Redneck Outdoors, Rex Wright, how you doing? We got Carpenter Catfish in here. Hogleg, hey buddy, we missed you this year, but I know you wanted to come, but you're getting some things fixed, and I understand that, some health situation. Lance Murdoch, Hawaiian Fisherman, how you doing? Michelle, hello to you, it's all mine. 205 Wild Action. River Rat 3030, Carpenter Catfishing. Man, this thing is flying. Shannon, hey, how are you doing, Miss Shannon? Russ and Shannon, I'm sure they're both watching. Miss Chrissy, hey, I don't know. I'm sure they're still on the road. I hope everything's good with that. Safe travels for sure. There's Tom. Hey, Tom, LG Bass. Gene Tillman. Let's see. Who else we got there? Jim. All right, I got to shut this phone off because series messing with me. Chucky, hey, how you doing? Nina's Nina's in the chat. Okay, I think I got all through there. So where y'all at? I understand, Freddie, where y'all at? Because I know, are you just below Hooks and Habits? Because it looks like it.
Yep.
They're about 600 or 700 yards that way.
I can tell. I can see their background. That's funny. I've looked at all three of where they're fishing at, and I've been around there so much. I knew exactly where I could tell them every one of them where they was at. They're on posted land, my land.
Ah,
That's posted water.
This is our lake now.
that's right.
Yeah. Y'all gonna have to tell Roger where the party's at, because he's in horrible wind out there. I think he's trying to get out of the way.
Trust me, the wind's horrible here too. We just got you blocked.
Yeah. Right. Oh yeah, I know. Roger's moving. Looks like he's on the move. I'm gonna mute him back again. I thought he was gonna say something, but I'm gonna mute him back. But guys, today was, from my understanding, you had about a 30-minute just a downpour out there for about 30 minutes out there. It was miserable, and everybody got soaked.
Yeah, we had our bimini up, had the windshield closed, and we got soaked.
Yeah. It happened.
It was coming in from the sides and the front, between the bimini and the windshield. It was awful.
Well, I'm sure you sheltered Tilly where she wouldn't get wet at all, right?
No,
Yeah, I went like this.
no, not at all.
Oh,
I was so.
goodness.
I put my hand above her head.
I can't believe it. So, I wanted to talk to you, get everybody, you guys. We're going to announce the winners and everything, but I just wanted to get some feedback on what everybody thought and how it went this year. I know it was different from last year, and we made some changes, and we're going to make some more changes. But Freddie, what did you think about this year and how it went?
Well, let me open this up. For being our first one, I'll try to block the wind the best I can. For being our first one out here, we thoroughly enjoyed it. You know, we came up a couple days early with Chris and Telly so we could spend some time together and kind of get to know the river and lakes a little better. But as far as the gathering stuff, hats off to you, Daryl. You put together a great show, bud.
Thank you. We enjoyed it. I made some changes this year, and I shouldn't have. I'll just be honest. I made one great change, and I made two things that I won't do next year, and we'll talk about that in a minute. But you know, when I came up with the idea of doing the gathering, I wanted it to be something where everybody could come, and they didn't have to pay to do this, pay to do that. I don't care if you made $3 or $3 million. You could. All it cost you was expense to get there. And I still wanted to be able to have prizes to give away and experience the river and keep it simple. And I sort of got away from that, doing the boat tournament and the chili cook-off. So I think I scheduled when I shouldn't have, and we're going to do away with the tournament as far as the bank tournament, the kayak tournament, and the boat fishing tournament. And we're just going to keep the longest fish. We're gonna do a payout on the longest fish, and you won't have to pay to be in there on that. And then we're just going to try to keep it open. Of course, and we're going to move back the gathering when we gather together for everybody to get together to 12 o'clock instead of 5 or 4:30 like we did this time. I think my first year, you know, they say your sophomore year is not as good as your first year. I think it was just as good because everybody still did their own thing. But I tried to structure, and I shouldn't have. What do you guys think?
I think you're spot on. And like I said earlier, I would have liked to have the meet and greet done around lunchtime. So, you know, we could fish in the morning, come in for lunch, have a fellowship with everybody, and then go back out and fish some more that evening and not miss any of those prime fishing opportunities.
Absolutely.
I think, you know, I'm sure the people that did the tournament part of it enjoyed the tournament. But I think having that big fish is a tournament in itself. And I think it's just more work on you that you don't need.
Yeah. There was 750 reasons not to do a tournament and a chili cook-off. That was a $750 payoff. And that's what I said. I said, there was probably 17, 18, maybe 20 people at the chili cook-off. And I said, well, folks, I'm going to tell you why nobody's here at the chili cook-off, because there's 750 reasons they're not here.
Right.
And that's what it is. That's the truth. I mean, everybody's out there, they're enjoying fishing, and they're hoping they're going to catch that $750 fish. So I learned a lesson, and that's fine. You know, you live and you learn, and that's what we did. So I see Miss Becca in here. Hey, how are you doing? Welcome in.
Hi, Becca.
Hello.
We're up to 50 people in here. That's awesome, especially as late as I put that up. But yeah, that was great. I want to take the time here, and hopefully the River Warriors will get in a place where they can talk. It's real windy where they're at. They're down there at Canal, and we'll get Roger in here because I know he enjoyed the tournament also. But I want to give some shout outs to some people that actually worked hard also to help. I didn't do this all by myself. I want to talk about some of these people. I want to thank the people that was on the committee, that myself, Woody, Bobcat with Bobcat Outdoors, and Brandon with Fish Izzle. They sort of helped me with some of the planning and stuff. I also want to thank Russ and Shannon. When they got there, they went to work helping us get stuff going together and all that. Lynn Leeper, I want to give a shout out to him, and I'll talk more about what he did, and I appreciate that a little later on. And then the food, we had so many donations and people helped with that. And I want to give a shout out to them. Pontoon Jody, she helped out. Cool Cats James helped out. Catfish Hunters TV, which John Alfred and his wife, they provided all the drinks and a lot of the ice. Of course, Woody provided some stuff. Fracture Fish, John Burton, he did a great job. He actually gave in enough to buy all the Boston butts that we used to do the barbecue.
Nice.
3+1, Miss Amy fixed, I think it was 90-something cupcakes. Awesome. Did an awesome job, and I really appreciate that from them. Brandon of Fish Izzle, he helped with that also. Y'all gonna hear his name a lot in here.
Hey, Daryl, I hate to interrupt you, but just a real quick thing on those cupcakes that Amy made, just for anybody coming here in the future. If Amy brings those cupcakes, they're horrible. Don't eat any of them.
Yeah,
don't
I wouldn't recommend those things. Not at all. She's a horrible cook. Horrible. That's why she won the Catfish Cook-Off.
Right.
I guess, right? I'm sure what they was doing, they said, well, if we give her a win this year, maybe she won't bring out horrible food back. She loves to cook, and she did a great job.
He's great at it. That's for
That
sure.
is.
Yeah, and all those people helped out with the food, and thank you so much, guys. This is funded by YouTubers, and we do have sponsors, and we'll talk about them. But they are the ones. The sponsors are the one that's been giving us the tackle and the rods and the reels and all that stuff. We appreciate them also. But YouTubers have also helped make this happen. I couldn't do it without everybody that's really reached out and helped us. And then Brandon came up with the brainstorm of doing this year the longest fish, and that's where that came from. And we had people that donated to that gave money to that, and that Brandon gave money for the long to get up to that 750. Joe Jellison of Chat Cats, he's a guide out on the Tennessee River. He gave money. Kayak Mike gave into the pot. Twisted Tackle, which is Patrick Kelly. Cool Cats, James, and then myself. All put money in there to where we could have that biggest fish contest, and we're gonna get to that in a minute on who won it. But I just needed to give a shout out to those folks and how much I appreciated them for that. And then I sponsored the chili cook-off myself. And then our great sponsors, I want to give a shout out to them that made this happen. What did y'all think about the giveaways this year?
I thought you gave away a lot of nice stuff, is what I think.
We for one really enjoyed the giveaways.
Yeah.
We know.
Show them how much you enjoyed it there, Mr. Roger.
I got a brand new Uncle Lou rod.
Yeah, Roger won an Uncle Lou. Roger won an Uncle Lou, and Zach won an Uncle Lou. I'm telling you, I think 3/4 of the people there, and we had almost 100 people there, walked away with something. I mean, it was unreal. I did a quick add up, and we had over $3,000 worth of stuff there to give away.
Nice.
It was
That's
unreal. And our sponsors were great. And I want to talk about National Title Pond. That's Woody's wife. She works there, and Randy, and she was able to get a gift card from them. Jack's Tackle, Jack's Bait and Tackle. They gave in. Smackdown Rod Holders, Uncle Lou Rod, FOA, which is Freddie. Freddie went above and beyond, guys. I appreciate it. Yeah, and we had a lot of our sponsors that were there. That was a surprise. Like I said, National Tile Pond had a representative there. Jack's Bait and Tackle was there. FOA Rods, Freddie was there and was there all weekend helping and doing and giving away. Triple City Anglers gave tackle. Catfish Sumo, Daniel was there, and Monster Rod Holders. Steve came in 3 weeks after heart surgery and without fishing, guys. It was awesome. So shout out to those guys. All you guys, just wonderful. Like I say, it was like I say, almost right at $4,000 worth of stuff. We were able to give to so many people. I appreciate that. So anyway, I'm going to tell you in order of how we went. The chili cook-off was won by Brandon of Fish Shizzle. We had 3 independent judges that judged that, and he won that.
Touch it.
So congratulations to him. And then we had a longest cast tournament. I want to talk a little about that. That was hilarious. We put it where everybody was just about there was nobody familiar with the setup I had, and I'll just put it that way. Nobody was familiar with it. We had and FOA Rods was the sponsor of that, Freddie. So we got one of his rods and put the biggest reel I had that had a counter on it. I'm talking this reel was this big around, big Iowa. So it was a mismatch, and that's what I wanted to do. We had professional overruns. We had professional overruns, which most people know as bird's nest all over the place. But after it was all said and done, and Freddie and Russ got out at least 32 bird's nest overruns, professional overruns, we have winners. And the winner of the men was Big Mike. He was like 300 something feet. The winner of the ladies was Miss Katie Collins, and I can't remember. She was 200 something feet, I think. And then the winner of the kids tournament was all of them. Every kid. And I'll tell you what happened. We had a couple of rods, and I told Freddie, I said, I think I've got enough for each kid. And then 2 more jumped in. He said, hold on. And he ran up to his car and grabbed some more FOA rods. We had 5 kids that entered that never made a cast that won a FOA rod. So hats off, buddy, to you for doing that. Thank you. And he gave them some tackle to go with it. So, that was great. I asked every one of them who was going to win. Every one of them said they were. And I said, you're right, you are. And we handed every one of them a rod. They were confident, though. Every one of them said, I'm going to win. I'm going to win. And when the last one said, I told them, I said, yep, every one of you are going to win. And we gave every one of them a rod. That was my high of the whole time, to see those kids' faces when every one of them got handed a rod. And they'll have memories of that. And that was awesome. So that was awesome. Let me get to keep going here. Tournament winners, the boat tournament. It was close. This was a close one. We did this by inches, and somebody lost by inches. So second place were the River Warriors. That was Roger and Zach. Zach claims that Roger was 3 inches too short. That's all I know. And
Story of my life.
Huh?
Story of my life.
Story of his life. The winner of the tournament, of the boat tournament, was Bobcat, Bob Britt, and Shannon, Miss Shannon. Some of y'all
Now,
have probably seen
now
Shannon.
you got to tell him where Bobcat got all of his bait.
I was about to say all that. Bobcat was going to be fishing by himself, so Miss Shannon, which usually fishes on the Trophy Seekers Outdoors channel, jumped in with him. Russ said, "Go for it," and Bobcat's wife said, "Go for it." But they went and grabbed and stole bait from Russ and Zach to win the tournament with.
You believe that?
I think y'all gave them bait and they tainted your bait.
That might have been what happened.
Guys, it was great sportsmanship. That's what we always want to have, is great sportsmanship, and it was fun. But anyway, it was 3.5 inches between the two, so that was awesome. And then we had the lost my place. Ain't that great? Oh, the kayak tournament we had next, and the winner of that was Aubrey Boykin. He won that. He barely beat out Ryan Bortz for that. So both of those were really tight.
Where did Aubrey get his bait?
I'm not sure where he got it. Probably from Ryan, or did he get it from you?
Me.
Did he? Well, Ryan, I'm gonna give Ryan a shout out
I
too.
think he got from both of us.
Yeah, Ryan came down on Thursday, gave me 2 coolers full of skipjack, and he got it with Freddie and Hooks, Chris and Telly got them some, and then he said, if anybody needs bait, just give it out to everybody and make sure they got bait. So I'm gonna give him a kudos for that for sure, and also Roger then went and caught several bait. There you go. That's some big skipjack right there. So, and then Roger then went and caught a bunch of bait and gave it away also. So, that's the brotherhood of what the gathering brings together. People got together. Somebody didn't have bait, people helped them out. So that was awesome. And then we're going to get down to the bank tournament.
Dry now.
The winner of that was Corey Ham. He caught a 46-inch flathead from the bank. But not only on top of that, he beat out for the number of inches the boat fisherman and the kayak fisherman from the bank. He caught 106 inches, and you could only use 3 fish is all you could enter. And he had to have your 3 longest fish. His 3 fish added up to 106 inches, which was more than the kayak fisherman or the boat fisherman. So on this day, he showed the bank was king for sure. And that was his PB also was a 46 pounder. So before I give the winner of the longest fish, Jay Reed wanted to thank everybody. He helps the mayor in Rossville, and I put it on the gathering site. They do a kids rodeo, and he asked, the kids put their catfish in 5-gallon buckets, and he wanted to get stickers there from anybody to put on the buckets where the kids would have something decorated up, and everybody come through for them. Not only did they get stickers, but I'm gonna give another shout out to FOA Rods, Freddie. Freddie gave them some money to help with. He gave them rods, he gave them tackle. I want to give a shout out to Fractured Fish, John Burton. He also added into that. And the mayor wanted to personally thank everybody that helped with that, and you guys. We're actually going to be going and helping with that. Our team that has helped put on the gathering. We're going to all go up there and help with that, help with the kids tournament when they do that in Rossville. But the mayor wanted me to, or told Jay to make sure to tell everybody at the gathering, thank you so much. That's going to be so good for kids. And I appreciate that from you guys. That's awesome to have a kid like that. So the moment everybody's been waiting for, who won the $750?
Wait, now who registered the first fish caught? That's all I want to know.
Oh, hush.
Well,
Shut your face mouth. You already know who did.
But first is worst if it's not the longest.
Hey, we were in the lead at one point.
The winner was, with 46 inches, the bank fisherman, Mr. Corey Ham, won $750 on top of winning the bank fishing tournament.
Wow. That's awesome.
An awesome backstory about that was he called me and said, "Hey, I want to enter it." He goes, "I fished a little bit on my breaks at lunch," and he goes, "I've got my family, everything. I don't have a boat or anything." He says, "What he does is his boss builds docks on the side of the Tennessee River, and at lunchtime they fish." He goes, "We're building a dock down the river, and I'll tell y'all where it was. It was down the gorge area of the river." He goes, "Can I fish off of that dock where our barge is tied up to?" I said, "Yeah, as long as it's tied up to the bank, there's no problem." I said, "You can't get on that barge and go out." He goes, "No, it won't work. That's my boss anyway." So he sat there and off of that dock they're building and caught those fish in a place where he, just went down there where they built. And actually, when he caught his first fish, all they have is the runners. They don't have the boards on there. He failed getting to his rod between those stringers and got it. So that's awesome that somebody could come to this. He don't have a YouTube channel or anything, but he saw and he wanted to come and won this. And that's awesome, that
is awesome.
And we had people from all over the Southeast United States in this thing. And you just never know when. And he caught 5 nice bass. So our bass, nice catfish. So, maybe he used bass, but I don't know. But so that was awesome. Awesome. So congratulations, Corey Helm, for that. Wanted to talk one thing too. We've been doing this for 2 years, and I've learned, and like I say, I've learned now to do it, go back to where I was going at and do it like I did it the first year. And Roger, I know you participated in the tournament, but I think that's the best. What do you think about that, Roger?
Think about doing what?
Just doing the longest fish. We're going to pay out for a longest fish for no entry and do the meet and greet at 12 o'clock this time, and then let everybody have their own agenda. Because
I see the appeal in that. Not that many boats got into it, and to be honest with you, everybody was out chasing the 750.
right.
So.
And I know y'all enjoy doing that also. So, hey, Tim Molina, thank you. Like I say, I want this to not be structured where people don't feel like they've got to try to go to each individual thing. And so next year, that's what we're going to do. I'm going to tell you that we had about as many people could park around that area as we could get. That was the only problem that I saw as far as an issue was the parking.
What was the attendance this year compared to last year? It seemed like we had some more folks this year.
Hey, we got somebody in the house. And bring that up. Oh, we've got a picture of a trailer. Ain't that funny?
Yeah.
There's James and Jody in the house. We were around 80 this year, so we were about 30 more. And like I say, it was. We lost FOA crew, but there he is. How you doing, Jody? Tell us what you thought about you're coming in after I've already read everything off, but what did you think about how the gathering went this year?
I stayed out fishing most of the time. I missed quite a bit of it.
That's what it was supposed to be, and I'm glad you did that. That's what it's supposed to be, and you did, and that's why we're talking about we're not going to do the chili cook-off, and we're not going to do the tournament because everybody stayed out fishing because they had 750 reasons why. That $750 fish they were chasing.
Yeah, and I didn't get to gather with everybody just for a couple hours.
So what we're doing this year, and now I talked to everybody a lot more. We're going to go back to what we did the year before.
Mm-hmm.
Is we're going to go do the gathering at 12 o'clock on Saturday. I'm not going to announce the date yet because we're working on some things. And then we're going to we're going to still do the biggest fish or the longest fish. So I think that's going to be the best way to do it. We'll still we'll have the barbecue and hot dogs and stuff like that. But I do have one thing I want to talk about. I'm pretty sure, and I'm not going to announce it yet, that we've got some more partners that's coming on that's going to help fund this thing. And like I said, we are about to outgrow the pavilion. Our parking places are hurt. So we're still going to try to have it there next year unless something happens. But we may have to wind up trying to find another place on the river for the meet and greet. But we got a partner that's coming on that's going to help me. We're going to talk some more about it, but it'll help us get do some things that we want to do, and I'm all excited about that. I know a couple of you probably know. Well, I know a couple of you know who it is, and I'm sure you're excited about it. But I'm not going to. Uh-oh, fish on, but it's a skipjack fish.
Oh, catfish.
Oh, catfish. All right. See, all these folks are still fishing.
That's like flathead.
Uh-oh. Y'all are in a flatty spot, I'll tell you that. They're over there next to the boat ramp down the river.
Okay.
We're on the opposite side of the river from the boat ramp.
Yeah. Well, there's a boat ramp down below you guys on that side too. Rivermont's just down below you guys. Rivermont boat ramp on that side. We're gonna watch these guys catch this fish. I know we're talking about the gathering, but hey, if somebody catches fish, that's all about it.
Push it all up in the net. Get out of there. Get. Go on now, get. Okay. Perfect time.
While they're bringing that in, I want to thank everybody that actually donated also that donated at the pavilion and helped out with that also. And the people that actually sent through PayPal and all, I say all that help went straight to doing this. Becca, no, he does not have a YouTube. He actually watches watches all these YouTube channels, and that's how he found out about it and wanted to come. Let me put y'all guys. You know what? I'm not a very good host here. There we go.
Very little blue cat.
About a 12-pounder looks like.
Yeah, probably good guess. I think.
I would say about 12. If you hold your arms out further for that picture, he'll weigh 20.
Yeah. That flathead, it was heavy enough he couldn't hold it out.
Yeah. But that's the beauty of this thing that, we have people that watch YouTube that come to these things and also, and because they want to meet everybody that they've seen on YouTube. Hey, Joe, how you doing? There's Chat Cats.
What's up, Joe?
What's up, Joe?
But,
Howdy do.
I mean, you watch these YouTubers, and these guys. We're not trying to act like we're the greatest in the world, but we try to stay out on the lake where we can try to help people. That's where I learned. I started out watching Joe with Chat Cats and watching kayak catfish and some more on the Tennessee River. And man, it helped me. It moved me up probably years from what I would, because what I thought about catfishing and what it really was a total different game. So
if I was you, Daryl, I wouldn't stop watching Joe now. I'd just keep watching.
Yeah,
you better go back and start watching stuff twice.
Shut up over there. So, but anyway, we're going to. I don't want to announce right now what the date is. I've got a date in my mind, but we're gonna, like I say, the parking. The parking is the only problem. The pavilion we got will hold a lot more people, but the parking is a problem that we're having. So we may still use it next year, but if it keeps growing, we'll for sure have to get a different place. So, did y'all find a problem with the parking also? Somewhat, a little bit.
It was tight parking, it was limited.
Right. If you get 25 more people there, though, if we get over 100, it's going to be right, and that's what we're worried about. So.
Maybe if you had it designated for boats, a certain place.
I see.
If you had a boat parking section, it'd probably help.
Yeah, pulling the boat in there was a little difficult.
Okay. All right. Miss Becca has straightened me out and said, Mr. Darrell, no, he's building a channel. He is Carpenter Catfish. And I get that. He builds the docks. He already has 2 videos on it now and just stated he's building it. So that's awesome. Carpenter, oh, there he is right there. Carpenter Catfish. Yeah. Corey Ham, like I say, he's an awesome guy. Got to meet him, talk to him. So glad you got in here. All these folks over here you see on screen, you just whooped them all this weekend.
Carol, I say that it's been a lot of fun, man. I look forward to this from last year and find out that you had another one coming. I know that you got help, but you take on a lot of the weight of putting this thing together. So hats off to you, pal. You know, it was well done. It was a lot of fun, and we're only looking forward to next year. So just give yourself some credit, man. It's a lot of work putting something like this together. I know.
I just enjoy people coming and catching fish, but thank you very much. Well, it is a lot of work, but you know,
If there's any way you could do something about the flow next year, we would really appreciate it.
well, that's
Yeah,
why
let's work on that.
what I'm doing is I'm going. Here's the deal: they're filling the lakes up right now, so they've slowed the flow. If I feel like if we were 2 weeks later, at least the flow would be better. So we're going to move it back out again. I'm thinking about. I don't. What do you guys should? The reason I don't do it, I've got reasons why I do things why I don't. One of the reasons I don't do it after school's out because the boat traffic's going to be 10 times faster, worse. And one reason I want to because of kids, but I'm really afraid a lot of people may be doing vacation and can't do it anyway. So I'm going to keep it before that. So we may still do it. We're going to either do it at the end of April or early May again. So
I think that's a good idea.
yeah, I don't want to hit during the spawn, which is going to be like towards the end of, and you never know exactly when it is. It's according to how things warm up. And that I'm trying to keep it before the spawn when the fish are really biting good. And that's what I'm trying to work at. I think I was a little early this year. So I think I am going to move out some.
Just don't make it the same weekend as the Sea Arc Invitational. That way everybody can be here.
I don't know when that is. So.
Only people have Sea Arcs worry about that.
Yeah.
But we had Ray Ferguson there last night.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, we don't have a Sea Arc, so we don't care.
Yeah. Oh, and I'll tell you, I want to talk about that real quick. Also, I missed out on something here. Corey Ham won, but with 46 inches, Brandon Hudson, like I said, he faced the whole weekend. He had a 44-inch flathead. Flathead, that's a good one. And then Miss Melissa Golston that fished with him, she had a 45-inch flathead that she caught.
Yeah.
And I thought, well, boy, I bet that's her PB. And I asked her, and she said, no, my PB's 95-pound blue, and my flathead, he's a 75-pound flathead. I'm like, holy smokes, never mind. So,
hey, Zach today did get a 40-inch flathead that turned out to be his PB. So
that's awesome.
He's going to remember this trip for a while.
There you go. You never know when you're going to beat your PB whenever you're on the Tennessee River for sure. There's a lot of good fishing and a lot of good fish. If you go out there enough, you're going to catch a good fish. For sure. Hey, good look, lady. But anyway, I don't want to keep everybody. I want to say hello to everybody. And I wasn't reading chat good, and I apologize for that. I just wanted to make sure to get in there what was going on and tell a lot of people that we're going to not be structured as much as we're going back to the roots, and we're going to do at 12 o'clock the next time the meet and greet, and then we'll do the longest fish, and I think that's going to work out a lot better. So, and anybody that's not in, if you want to keep up with when all this is going on, go to The Gathering Group on Facebook. I'll be announcing everything there. We only have like 100-something people in there. So people that's interested and you want to know when this is going to be and be able to be there, go to the gathering group and join that, or either make sure to go to subscribe to this channel and watch. Of course, we're always going to be putting it out with everybody.
Right.
But we will keep, this is my word, we're going to keep it to where everybody can do it, enjoy it, and have a good time, and it's not going to cost you to come in there. We're going to always serve free food. We're going to always try to give away door prizes. We want you to have fun and not have to worry about anything except for, having the expense of staying there and having a good time. So, but with that, I'm not going to just bore everybody. I didn't want to make this a long chat or anything like that, but I do want to say once again, thank you so much to everybody that helped. Thank you to all our sponsors. Without all that, it won't happen. And like I said, we're going to keep doing that, and hopefully we're going to make this partnership work with who we're going to partner with. So hopefully, as it grows, we'll be able forward to go do other stuff, and because we're going to very quickly outgrow what we're doing right now, especially because of parking. So thank you, Freddie, for coming up. Thank you, Roger and Zach, for coming up. Chris and Telly, you guys are awesome. I appreciate all y'all do. And got any parting words?
No, just having a good time, man. Appreciate everybody hanging out and chatting with us, jumping into live streams, making the trip more and more enjoyable.
Daryl, I just wanted to personally thank you. I don't think I have yet. So I know all the work that goes in. Well, I don't know all of it. I know that it takes a ton of work to put on any kind of event.
Yes, sir.
And it takes somebody to keep things rolling and, take care of the stuff other people don't want to take care of. And, it's a lot of, a few nights of not getting enough sleep and all that kind of stuff. So,
Yeah.
thank you. It's worth the effort for us. I can tell you that. No, you've done a great job.
It's worth his effort.
Same from us too, Daryl. Thank you very much. Thank
Yes,
you to your
thank you.
committee. Everybody that makes the donations and makes this thing possible. This is an awesome event. We look forward to it every year.
Thank you.
It was really windy, but thanks, Daryl. We love you, brother.
Love y'all too. Thank you. There's Uncle Lou. Thank you, buddy. I just seen you turn in our great sponsors. We just appreciate that. So once again, I'll announce the winners real quick, and then we'll get out of here. The longest cast were Big Mike, Katie Collins, and all the kids that entered that won. So that was our winners for that. Chili Cook-Off was Brandon Hudson Chisel. Tournament winners for the boat tournament was Bob, Britt, and Shannon. Kayak was Aubrey, Brooklyn. And whoops, let's go this way. Bank was Corey Ham for the tournament, and then the big fish, Corey Ham, with a 46-inch flathead. So that, I know, went real fast. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. I hope every one of you guys get to come next year. Thank you for everybody, for everything they've done. And we're going to get out of here, and you guys enjoy your Sunday, and let these guys enjoy their fishing on the Tennessee River. And we'll kick it another time.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Wendy again tomorrow.